So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the MPAA, and just in general how we choose to rate movies. I'm going to talk a little bit about the MPAA and Common Sense Media, which we'll get to in a little bit. The MPAA, if you don't know, is the Motion Picture Association of America. They're pretty much like the review board that decides what a movie should be rated, its content rating. And it's not a perfect system. I think it's a pretty flawed system, in fact, because it's just not very nuanced. Their criteria for how they choose to rate movies has never been made public. Nobody really knows for sure what will get a movie assigned a certain rating. And personally, I don't think it's ever been made public because I don't think it exists. I've heard a lot of stories about the MPAA that kind of seem to support this. For instance, the movie Scream had to be resubmitted to the MPAA several times because it kept being assigned an NC-17 rating and Wes Craven wanted an R rating. So Wes Craven basically said, well, I don't want to cut any more out. I believe it was one of the producers that he talked to that went to the MPAA and told them, don't watch it like a horror movie, watch it like a comedy instead. The movie was assigned an R rating, which is weird how the same movie can be assigned two different ratings by the MPAA. It makes me think that their methods are a little bit loosey-goosey, a little bit amorphous. So the MPAA ratings are just sort of supposed to be general overviews of the content. But Common Sense Media is a source that really goes into pretty good detail. So this is Common Sense Media. This is a review site generally for parents, teachers, and things like that. And it's generally considered a pretty solid resource for evaluating the content of movies and deciding what's troubling and deciding what is appropriate to show to children. So their age ratings are pretty harsh for a lot of movies. They provide their own recommendation for the age at which you should be watching certain movies. Office Space is 16 and up, Halloween is 17 and up, Friday the 13th is 18 and up, which all of those just seem a little bit too high. And that's kind of a common theme that you're going to see with a lot of movies on here. They tend to overshoot what feels like an appropriate age, because I feel like all those movies could be watched at a little bit younger ages. So if you go to a specific movie, they have different pages where you can look at reviews from parents and reviews from kids. As far as I know, anybody can write a review with an age recommendation. So you get reviews like this one for Saw 3, or this one for Home Alone, or this one for Taxi Driver. Something that you end up kind of noticing when you read through all of this is that a lot of people write just straight out reviews for the movie instead of like content reviews. Like they're reviewing the quality, which is something that kind of, in my opinion, muddles the whole thing a little bit, because this isn't necessarily supposed to be a resource for deciding whether your kids will like something. It's more a resource for, is this appropriate for your kids to watch? So when you go through all of these reviews, you will also find out that everybody assigns a different age rating to it. There are the ages that are recommended range from ages 2 to 18, and just about any given movie will have the full spectrum of different age ratings for this thing. And having so many reviews just kind of trivializes the whole thing, in my opinion, because when you have people saying that a movie is okay for 2 and up, and other people saying that the same movie is only okay for 18 and up, you start to realize that none of these reviews really tend to mean anything, which means that as a parent, you're going to look on that and you're going to realize, well, I should probably be making my own decisions and coming to my own conclusions about what is appropriate for my child to watch, which is frankly what they should be doing anyway.
So I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. If you couldn't tell, I'm sick right now. I got sick like immediately before I started making this video. And in case you're wondering, no, the irony of getting a cold immediately after starting a commentary channel is not lost on me. You know, I'm aware of it. I can have a good chuckle at my own expense. So yeah, this video is a little bit not exactly what I want to keep doing. I'm planning on doing a double feature hour and then kind of a like a shorter, sort of easier video to put out, something like this, you know, the next week, then take a week off and just keep that going for a while. That, you know, I wish I could upload weekly, but I definitely need that time to kind of regroup and plan for some bigger projects and some cooler stuff that I want to keep going with a little bit later down the line. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to stick with for a while. Thank you guys so much for watching. No new video next week, but I'm going to have a pretty banging double feature out the week after that. So, stick around.